Welcome back everyone to another Fortnite replay review. Today we're featuring some very nice aggressive plays, moving from Salty towards the Tilted Hills and ultimately not securing the dub, but getting some great gameplay along the way. So as we move in towards the end of the looting phase, we're just looking for that first person. We did hear one shot before this, so we're just trying to figure out where the shot came from. We're trying to secure our angles as we move towards them. We're hearing them open doors below us, so we're just trying to look for them, locate where they are. We're hearing them on some wood under us, so we're getting ready for that. And what we decide to do is grenade to smoke them out. And as he runs, we just quickly hit him once, finish him off with some tech shots. And immediately we're followed up by another person looking to pressure us. So we need to keep building, keep building. We're going to build through the tree just a little bit. We're going to hit him for 60, hit him for 60 again, and then we're going to be stuck. We're just waiting to secure another hit on him. We're trying to figure out what angle he's going to take. So we're going to move towards him. He's going to try to hit us. We're going to look over the top. He's going to hit us with a very nice pump head shot, another pump shot, and we finish him off. That was dangerously close to being bad, but luckily our building skills kept us safe until the very end. We could have been a little bit safer with exposing our head, but it was nothing to worry about. So as we move in towards the circle here, well, we're in the circle. As we move towards the center of the map here, we start to pressure this guy behind a tree. This fight ends up being extremely dangerous due to the pressure that we're taking. So as he moves up here, we quickly snap a pump shot into it and finish him off. So I never said this gameplay was skilled aggressive gameplay. I just said it was aggressive, which is a nice change of pace because sometimes these replays can get a little bit passive. So moving into this next stage of the replay, we are just quickly fulfilling some mission requirements, as this was filmed on the replay was created on the first day of week 3, so we were just completing some challenges. And we're going to move in towards our next target. So as our target jump pads away, evading our rocket, he moves in towards another person. So if we get our player outlines very quickly set up here, if we look in the distance here, there are 2 people. So as the rocket moves towards them, the second rocket actually finishes that second person. So we got a nice long-range rocket shot on that guy. And now we get to reap the rewards of basically a 3-man fight without taking any pressure ourselves. So all of our gear gets substantially upgraded. We have all this loot, all this materials, our shield goes back up. So we're in a very nice position. So we just decide to box up real quick and get ourselves set. And very soon we get pressured, so we're going to double ramp. We're going to turn around and ramp up above. He's going to come to our left. He's going to come under us. We're going to hit him with a nice 57 damage shot. We're going to try and continue with the pump, but it does not succeed. We hear him coming back over us, so we take the high ground again. Trying to figure out where he's coming from. We hit him with a nice rocket launcher, but he does hit us twice with the shotguns, and we finish him off with an additional pump shot. Now this puts our health at a dangerously low spot, but fortunately we do have a med kit, a chug jug, and other assorted loot, so we're not in too bad of a spot. And because the chug jug takes so long, we opt to use it now rather than later, as it does take 15 seconds to use and a med kit is only 10. Moving into this next section of replay, we're really just hunting for more people. We do build a tower very quickly to assess the situation, but it's not because we're being passive, it's because we're looking for our next mark. And our next mark actually ends up being all the way up on this hill. So this is an extremely aggressive play, almost to the point of being like a bad play, where we're deciding to basically fight against someone who has like infinite high ground, and in the process we're going to waste a lot of materials. But it's what we decide to do, so we start to move towards them. We are taking some sniping pressure from up there, but it's not too bad. And we know that he's still up there because he's shooting down at us. He hasn't dropped off of his tower and moved to the edge, so we're doing okay. And we know that he thinks that he has plenty of time to find out where we're coming from, and we are going to try and prevent that by using a quick jump pad to make it most of the way up towards him. And we're just going to wait. We're going to fire a quick rocket. He doesn't know where we are yet. We're going to fire another rocket. We're trying to distract him just a little bit, and then we're going to start ramping up. So his time that he had allocated in his head to protect himself against us has decreased substantially, as he now has to deal with us right here. So he's going to ramp up above us. He's going to support himself. So what we're going to do is we're just going to box ourselves up real quick. and get ready. So we're going to quickly edit. We're going to put a wall next to ourselves. He's going to start pressuring us. And as this pressure subsides, we're going to hit him with some quick AR shots. He's going to drop under us, and we're going to finish him off with the AR. So the shotgun shot did not connect, but luckily the AR shots did. He made a very bold move jumping off of his position, but I believe that anybody who was playing this passive with 7 people left was probably not very comfortable in the end game, and they were just looking to secure an easy win. And it looks like that's what he was doing, so we were very fortunate. Moving into this next section of the replay, we do get pressured yet again by this guy. So we do hit him for a nice 115 shield. And something that we need to keep in mind in this section of the replay is that the circle is closing in, and it is something that we are not aware of. So it's something that we need to adapt to. So even when you make mistakes, like not knowing when the circle is moving in, it's not something that has to end your battle. So we do finish him off here, and we do want his materials as we spent a lot getting up this hill. But what we realized is this circle is coming behind us, and it's probably 4-tick, which means it's not worth it to sacrifice ourselves for the materials. We see that they've just dropped down the hill entirely, and it's not worth going for them. So we're going to move into circle. So once we spot our next mark over here, our mark is down here. What we decide to do is actually go all the way back to the jump pad and use that to engage with our next target. So we're going to drop down onto the jump pad. Right, and we're going to glide in towards them, and we are going to take the high ground as part of our push. So they're all the way down here, and we're going to move in towards them. This is something that we built. We know the other people are probably towards the northeast, which we were correct about. And this guy, it looks like he's playing very, very slow. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire a rocket launcher at him, which does hit him for 116. And then it's just a matter of evading his very few bullets and finishing him off. We're going to go into a quick looting phase. We're just going to loot his body. And now we're going to move into the real dynamic gameplay. This is really like the creme brulee of aggressive gameplay here. So we're looking for people using the jump pad, which is very nice, but it's not really like that much of an aggressive play. Now over here we're looking to pressure all the way across to this guy, but the unfortunate thing is that because there's a valley here, it's promoting passive plays, so we can't really do much here. So we do eventually pull out due to his extreme rocket spam. We decide to move over the back side of this hill, and we're just going to look for people. We're going to scout the situation out and maybe approach the fight from a different angle. So as we move up here, we do get pressured from behind. There are 4 people remaining, so this is a relatively tense situation, even though we're pretty comfortable in these top situations, just because of the fight that's about to go down. So what's going to actually happen is this is going to become 3 separate fights that we're going to have to try to isolate, and our biggest fault was that we couldn't successfully isolate them enough. So we see one guy behind us, and we decide to put a wall up and jump over it and try and put a rocket launcher, and he puts some pressure on us, but then we see another one next to us, so we have to wall this guy off, but then we don't isolate our sides, so we do take some pressure from him from that rocket launcher. We did not block that off, and as he moves towards us, we start to wall, try and take the high ground. As he moves to our left, he jumps hitting us. I don't think he headshot us, but really the issue that arose was when we built, we did not block right about here with the wall, so he fired through it with the rocket launcher pressuring us. So really all we needed to do was get up here, put a wall here, and push pressure down towards our target, and then turn and face this guy, isolating the 2 fights instead of taking rocket launcher pressure in the middle of another extremely tense fight. So that was unfortunate. We did place top 3, but I thought the replay was still worth showing just because of the aggressive play style and kind of the different tactics that were featured. Thanks for watching, and if you want to be part of the DG team, you know what buttons to hit. I'm not going to tell you what to do.